Fantastic. Let's do it. Sounds great.
Let me get you in the
join
game.
on you. Sorry, I just clicked add you to a list or something like that. Some weird command. There we go.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, that should be good. I definitely want to see some Protoss in here. Sonagi is a good player as well, of course. And PandaBearMe, man, he's like the ladder slayer. Like he is actually. People are like, oh, who's PandaBearMe sometimes? I'm like, you don't know Isaac, the Slayer of Ladder? Like every time there's a ladder qualifier, he's in the top couple of players seeded through to that for the big WCS qualifiers for America. He's always, playing a lot in ladder heroes here as well. So he's been improving a lot. So Isaac's looking very strong. And Sonagi, I don't actually know too much about Sonagi as a player, but I'm gonna, get my second monitor and look up some stuff so I can see.
Yeah, while you do that, I can actually talk a little bit about him. I did ask a few players about their opinions on Sonagi, just because he is one of the lesser-known players. You can see, in terms of a Ligulac rating of how much money he's won, Sonagi's only won $10. So I think that even though he is a Korean in the bracket, he is not necessarily that same level of Korean that everybody's afraid of and says, oh, well, the Koreans signed up for the NA tournament, guys. I guess he's the person to be. It's not like that. He's not necessarily a player that I would give the same respect to as True. But at the same time, you've already talked about PandaBearMe. Sonagi's sitting up 1-0 versus PandaBearMe right now as we hop into this game. So, spine down here in the bottom left-hand corner of Proxima Station. Whoa, I haven't seen this map for a bit. We have the green Zerg player. Give it up for Root Gaming's... He's still on Root, right? PandaBearMe?
I think so. I would assume as much.
Yeah,
it's on his clan tag. Let's just go with it.
Okay, I was pretty sure.
And spawning up here in the top right-hand side, representing Dust Gaming, it is Sonagi.
All right.
Of course, I'm a good co-caster. I'm gonna fact check that one for you.
Well,
we just wait here. But yeah, Proxima Station, man, pretty good map. Very interesting map. Of course, you've got your in-base natural, and you've got a really weird backdoor, which I think we might see come into play this game because PandaBearMe is planning some dirty moves, man.
What are you talking about, Pig? I think that he is just experimenting with far-off expansion locations. He's going to long-distance mine from that base on the right. No, but
He just wants to see if the creep spread will go down like off the ledge down into this like abyss and into space.
That's actually a good point. I don't think I've ever seen any players try and exploit the backdoor rocks this early on in any matchup.
Well, you clearly haven't seen my double robotics proxy in PVT on the back door where you crash through there with 3 immortals at like 4 minutes.
Oh my god!
Of course, that's because
I need to try that.
You're normally casting high-level players. So we've got a Ro12 going down behind this. There's a double gas, so this is a Ravager Rush. The hand has been shown to us, but not to Sonagi. Sonagi, he's doing one of my favorite builds, which is a nice fast reactor 1-1-1 sort of opening where you get out a lot of Marines. He's going to go for the Overlord snipe, but he's not going to be able to get it. And that Overlord's very important because that's going to provide high ground vision for PandaBearMe on this backdoor. However, realistically, PandaBearMe, seeing these Marines, I feel like he should almost just siege the front. He shouldn't ignore the back door completely. Just make a bunch of Ravagers, bust the front door.
Oh my god, Sonagi, if he was paying unbelievably close attention, he may have noticed the creep at the top of the ramp.
Yeah, he really should have at this point.
Okay,
he should have. Oh, that queen's actually caught out in the middle of nowhere. It's only going to take like 1 Marine. No, he's not. Okay, he doesn't want to trade on a slow queen. That's a wise decision. He's going to build a bunker nice and far back from the ledge. That's a good choice here from Sonagi. I think he's getting a tech lab on the factory. He needs to get out either a Banshee or a Siege Tank ASAP. Like, he needs that down right now. Already Zergling's going to work on the back door. This Queen's starting to work on the depots. That's cute. PandaBearMe here, though. It's got to be a little bit careful.
This Queen almost acts as a little bit of a bait. It may fool Sonagi into thinking that the only attack is coming in over at the front. Even the Ravager's showing up over here. But if those Zerglings do eventually pick down the rocks, they could get something done. Ooh, that reactor definitely probably end up going down soon.
Yeah, that's what Zerg like to call a corrosive biomagnet. You see a reactor, that thing's going down instantly. Right now, already 1 depot falling. Snagi's going to need to start more depots. He is supply blocked, but he does have his first siege tank about to come out. And, you know, right now there's no economic transition for PandaBearMe. It is just non-stop Ravages coming out here. So many Ravages. I don't think he can break the front, though. With those 2 bunkers up and now a siege tank, this is a pretty much unbreakable situation. The question for PandaBearMe is, how much does he commit? Does he start droning, or does he just keep trying to break this? Does he go to that back door? Those Zerglings are already working on it.
Those Zerglings do damage so slowly to the destructible rocks. I mean, rocks have almost, I think, what is it, 5 armor, and I think Zerglings actually do 1 or 2 damage to a rock per attack. It's
yeah, they do 2 damage a hit. It's very, very low. They will eventually get through it, but yeah, with only 4 hitting it, it's going to take a while. This is great sniping from PandaBearMe, though. The tank from Sonagi actually moved way too far back. I think he's being too paranoid with that siege tank. Already 1 bunker fell and 3 SCVs. The other bunker is getting shelled on from the low ground. Finally, the siege tank does a little bit of damage, but this is costing Sonagi so much money. And Sonagi, supply block yet again on 46 supply, really feeling the pressure right now. Is building a Liberator as well, which, I mean, it can help, but it's not the best unit at defending Ravages. Those back rocks are almost down as well. It's non-stop Roach Ravager production. It looks like PandaBearMe going for the rotation now. He's going to keep sieging the front with just 2 Ravages and 2 Queens. Meanwhile, everything else is going to rotate. No, even those Ravages are going to rotate. The Liberator's even going to counterattack right now. It's not going to be at home. Sonagi has no vision of this. He has no idea this is happening.
Oh, this is going to be a huge, huge surprise for Sonagi right now. Ravager's now moving on in, and the siege tank is going to get some really good shots off, but guess what the first target is going to be for those Ravagers? It's going to be a very dead siege tank. The bunkers aren't even loaded up right now because he has to somehow defend that natural.
Yeah, right now PandaBearMe is on top of it. He's got so many Ravages here, but there's no Roaches in front to buffer. This is a little bit frightening for PandaBearMe. He's back down to 4 Ravages now. So far, actually a decent hold from Sonagi, doing a little bit of fancy medevac control here. That orbital's getting very low though, Sonagi. You're going to have to repair that soon enough. More and more Roaches are coming up on the front door. There's a few Roaches, Ravages, and a Queen. But it looks like PandaBearMe here, without having any high ground vision up that ramp, I think he just threw away a few too many Ravages, and he really lost his longevity. He's losing all of his mining time at home as well, Fear Dragon.
Yeah, he has literally 0 mining happening right now because of the Liberator that's siege up. He doesn't even have a Queen there, and he's going to lose all of his Roaches and Ravagers.
Oh, and he doesn't get that tank. Oh my gosh.
Sonagi
holds on.
Takes the 2-0 over PandaBearMe and moves on to the round of 8. Face off versus Peely Peely. Impressive showing.
Yeah. You know, I would have loved for Isaac to not go all in with that, and drone up behind like a 3 Ravager pressure off the proxy hatch, or go to like 6 or 7 and just deny the low ground natural. Like, how does Sonagi ever start mining from that natural again? You can imagine he like gets a 3rd siege tank and like he's edging forward, but I think that was just a little bit of a lack of planning there, where PandaBearMe used his Overlord from the right-hand side to spot that natural ramp. He brought it over to the left so he could spot that 2nd bunker, and he wasn't thinking far enough ahead to spotting up that other ramp into the main base from the back door. And he had a 2nd Overlord on the left-hand side he just wasn't using for anything. So I think if he kind of swapped his Overlord roll around a little bit, brought that Overlord around to the right, he can just deny that natural for like 5 minutes while droning up at home. He could have, you know, squeezed an expansion in there easily, and Sonagi would have been pretty dead. So I think a bit of an unfortunate missed opportunity for PandaBearMe. He did really well with the opening, but it fizzled out.
Yeah, and of course, we are going to be moving on to our next match. Sonagi is going to face off versus Peely Peely in our only Protoss versus Terran for the day. I think, actually, see, unless Semper somehow manages to make it all the way to the finals, or Cuddlebear beats True and Jon Snow and whoever else, the winner of like Cham versus Semper, and then faces off versus Peely Peely in the finals, is the only chance of a Protoss versus Terran we're going to get. So, I think that we are going to hop into a short break. Jim Rising seems to have gone slightly MIA. Supposed to be playing versus Snoot. So we're going to find out what the next series is going to be. It's probably going to be Peely Peely versus Sonagi. But we'll be back in a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching.